Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Carol, coming to you live and direct from Johannesburg, South Africa. In this channel, we talk about tax, accounting matters, we talk about SARS, we talk about profits, running your business, and right now I am doing a series on profits, how to increase your profits, profitability, giving you tips. Today's session, I'm going to talk about a different group of people. In my previous session, I talked about your customers, focusing on your customers and all the different things you need to do. So today we're looking at a different group of people, equally important, mind you, because sometimes we only focus on the customers and we ignore the very people that are important and they make things happen. And without them, there would be no goods and services to serve to those customers. Who am I talking about? Take a wild guess. I'm talking about your staff and making sure that your staff is motivated. Guess what? Happy staff, happy life. We talk about a happy wife and a happy life. But in business, you want productivity. You want efficiency. You want to get the most out of your hours in the day. You want to get the best product out to reduce the work that the quality control department has to do, to make sure that even when you as the CEO are not there, your clients are still getting the right care, the right quality of goods or services, and work is still going on. So that's what I mean by productivity and efficiency. You want to make sure that your business continues to run well in your absence or in your presence. And the people that will make it happen are your staff. So in order to make that happen, you need to look after them. Of course, it starts with paying them well, but also creating a good atmosphere, the right environment, fostering team, just that oneness. And sometimes it may involve doing some activities that will just make the atmosphere right. Sometimes it's just having meetings, letting them address or air their concerns, letting them be heard, letting them do things that they would like to do. Some people you might find that they're stuck in the same position. They want to try something new, or they never get leave days. And we're talking about different kinds of organizations here. So imagine if you're running a restaurant and your waiters are working every single day of the week. They work until late. They don't have transport provided. They find their own transport to go home and they're earning minimum wage. Do you honestly think that you are fostering the right environment, that your staff will be good to the customers? No. 9 times out of 10, this is when you get customers being told how unhappy the staff are. And you sometimes even, I've seen staff asking customers to help them find another job. How embarrassing is that? So here's what I'm saying. Be mindful of your staff. Try your best. Motivate them. Make them feel heard. And if they need you to foster certain improvements, try your best. And of course, the more happy they are, the more productive they are, the more efficient your team is. And an efficient team, a productive team, is more likely to push out more items, if they're manufacturing, for instance, more per hour than they would if they were unhappy. If they're providing a service, they're going out there, they're meeting clients, they're doing it with a genuine smile. They are connecting with your client. Clients can feel if there's a wrong vibe in the organization, if there's disorganization. They can feel it, they can sense it. And guess what? You might just lose a deal or lose a sale because a client isn't comfortable. Maybe there's even competition, unhealthy competition among staff because they're fighting for money, for commissions. So it's important that you look to that you carefully monitor, and you know what's going on within the staff. Your team must be motivated, and they need to produce at their best. Another group of people we're going to look at today is your competition. If you have competition, you need to know, what are they pricing at? How are they doing things? Of course, you wouldn't know sensitive information, but you can find out what it is that they're doing that's attracting clients. And if there are things you can adopt or things that you can use to your advantage, do that. I used to work for a big chemical manufacturing company, and we made it a regular thing that every week we would check the prices of our competitors. Why? Because we were each trying to do better than the other. Therefore, every time the client would manufacture a fresh, the competitor would manufacture a fresh batch, depending on what they bought the input for, they could afford to sometimes lower the prices. And of course, clients will go where it's cheaper. Clients will go where the quality is better. Clients will go where there is a regular supply or there's add-on other benefits. So here's where I'm saying, know what your customers, your competitors doing. Know how they're doing things. Know how many competitors you have. Know your vendors as well, the pricing of your vendors. Go into discussions. If you're buying goods from your suppliers, try and get credit without interest if you can. That just improves your cash flow. I've talked about this in previous videos. But here I'm talking about how it will improve your profit. Because if your cash is freed up, you're not having to pay your suppliers on on presentation of invoice. You're able to pay them later. Guess what? It means your cash flow is freed up. You can do other things, you can generate other income, and so on. So these are all ways in which slowly your profit can go up, or you can move from being a loss-making entity to a profit-making entity. So these are all little things that I'd like you to think about, little things that will help you, that will improve your business, improve your profits. Have a good one.